Hi there guys, and welcome back to some more Undrafted to MVP. We're on to episode 12 as we play against the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins in weeks 14 and 15 of the NFL 2020 season. So let's simulate our training and get into our first game against the Giants. So after simulating training, we have another skill point to upgrade our guys. So Romo's going to have Field General upgraded again. Puts us up to a 95 overall with the confidence, 93 without. So +1 awareness, +1 play action, +1 deep accuracy, +1 short accuracy. So that's decent. Let's get into our first game against the Giants. Okay, so just as before, the Giants have gone straight downfield and scored a touchdown. So it's up to us now to bring the team back. And there's Olsen wide open over the middle. It's up to the 48-yard line of the Giants, so 27 yards on that first pass. It's wide open for him. It's a nice spin past the safety as well. I think that was Landon Collins. He just completely mugged off. There's Hearns wide open. And after 3 plays, we're already inside the red zone. Oh, and Thomas makes the catch. I thought the defender had just got a hand to it, but we zipped it in there, and despite being alert to it, we complete the pass. Okay, that time the corner was all over it, but it looks like it's there. Okay, we're going to go to stick, but with the running back in the backfield as well, see if that pulls the defence about a bit. It does, and Thomas is wide open over the middle for another touchdown. That's his 21st of the season. So we're actually able to stop the Giants on that drive, which is good. The defense has finally woken up, but let's give it to Elliott, and there's not a lot there. Okay, we're going to hit Moncrief over the middle on the drag. There's Gallup on the crosser as well, and he gets a first down up to the 40. So this player's worked a lot all season, and so we're going to go back to it. And there is Thomas on the catch. Gets another 21 yards there. They're talking about the MVP trophy. We know that that's going to go to Tony Romo, surely. But they're trying to include Michael Thomas in that conversation, and rightly so. He's not even on the list. I think Elliott just gets the first, but it's not a good run again. There's going to be Hearns open over the middle, and again gets the catch, but only picks up 6. Go play action boot on this one, and there it is. We're sacked. I wound up to throw, but it wasn't there. Okay, we'll see if we can get Thomas open up the sideline here. It's zone coverage. No, we're not going to have him. There's Hearns with the catch down at the 4-yard line. That's what we want to see. Goal line formation from the Giants. Oh, we're sacked at the 10-yard line there. Michael Coppen is open there and gets the touchdown. It's looking to be a shootout, and the Giants have scored again. So 14-all as we head towards the 2-minute warning. The goal for this drive is to throw our 40th touchdown pass of the season. Oh, that's not quite where I wanted to put the ball. Did want to hit Olsen, but didn't want to throw it to that defender. As always with this play, I want to hit Thomas, but if we have to take Olsen, then so be it. It looked like everyone was dropping deep, but they didn't. And Thomas is open for another catch. We don't often come out with 3 tight ends, but we're going to pass from the formation. There's Olsen with a catch, and we're down to the 32-yard line of the Giants. So we're going to go double slant to keep Moncrief on the inside slant. And there's Hearns with another catch, and he's in for a touchdown. I was thinking about running and then decided against it. That is Tony Romo's 40th pass down? 40th touchdown pass of the season. Okay, so we stopped the Giants on their next drive, and with 30 seconds left, do we have time to go down and get a field goal? I think we do. No. Recover that fumble. Thank you, boys. Okay, we're not even going to try and do anything now. We're just going to let the clock run down. So after a bad end to the first half, we're going to come out, give it to Elliott, and then get going again through the air. Zeke actually gets some yards there, so it's quite nice. Whoa. That's a bad throw. So we'll go to the double tight formation, and we're going to hit Thomas, as always, on the slant. There's Olsen with another big catch, one-handed down to the 32-yard line of the Giants. Oh no, that guy went completely shed the blocks and took me down. I think that was Vernon. Yeah, it was Vernon. Yeah, we'll run it instead. For 3 yards. Really poor. It's 3rd and 12, so we'll go 5 wide and see if we can pick it up with one of the crossing routes or out routes. There's Moncrief. Drops the ball. So we'll have to settle for a field goal, but that will give us a 10-point lead if it's made. If, of course, it was made. There's Thomas again open on that dig route. And, well, with a 10-point lead, we have the opportunity now to go downfield and hopefully put this game to bed.
Defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
I see that safety coming down. It's coming off the edge, so we'll hit Thomas. I was going to roll out to that side as well, which was going to be disastrous. Okay, we'll hit Moncrief, and Elliott with a nice block on the corner. We'll hit Elliott. Haven't thrown the ball to him as much recently, but gets a few yards out of that. We're going to hand it back off now. He hasn't had a carry for a little while, but that's a huge hole up the middle. We do often find that Elliott is open on this play, so fingers crossed he will be again. Yeah, he's... I don't understand how that defender is as quick as Ezekiel Elliott. 3 tight ends again. And we'll hit Julius Thomas. There's Moncrief with another first down catch. And we're back to that play. Will Michael Thomas get another touchdown catch? Oh! That was a pick six if he intercepts that. Bad throw. Telegraphed. Looks like cover 3. Are you serious? I literally was holding down to throw to Elliott that whole time. Elliott was open for a touchdown there as well. That's the problem. That's the most annoying part of that even. There's Thomas again. They need to just have somebody who's at like a medium level in the middle. That would stop that play every time.
Just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter.
There's Thomas again. He's got room to run as well, and we're into the Giants half again. And I sacked that time, so...
A shotgun snap for Romo. And caught left side.
Olsen's fumbled the ball as well. Come on, man. We need a touchdown here. It's not even like I've not been safe with the ball. I've been throwing the ball fine. It's just the line haven't protected me properly. I just ended up 2 fumbles that I've had, and then Olsen fumbles the ball as well. Oh my word, that was terrible. And the Giants tie up the game. Of course they do. Of course they do. 2-minute drive at the end of the half. And there's Hearns on the sideline. We'll take that. It's a blitz from the safety. And there's Olsen. Was that Olivier Vernon in man coverage? There's Hearns making another catch there. It's a good catch as well. It's a blitz from the safety off the edge. And there's Hearns that time open over the middle. I was lucky because I had a defender basically in my face as I threw that. Woo! So we're going to try and waste the Giants' timeouts here. And yeah, hopefully just... I'm not even bothered if we just kick a field goal here. It would be nice to get another touchdown, but ultimately we don't need it. However, if Elliott fumbles the ball and we go on to lose the game, I'm going to be pissed.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to push his way. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
That's it. So, as if he missed the kick. So clearly the Giants didn't score on their drive, and I think if we score a field goal, we should win. And that's Moncrief on the catch. Why is he turning right? If he just goes straight, he's got a first down and a shot at a touchdown. This game really confuses me with how its AI plays. There's Olsen over the middle inside the 5-yard line. It's a touch, and it's a touchdown for Thomas. We hit the gap in the zone, and that is a win. It's our 3rd overtime win of the season, but we shouldn't really have had to be in overtime. So we had a very good game, and we spread the ball about an awful lot. If you look here, Michael Thomas 142 yards, Alan Hearns 137, and Greg Olsen 100. Dante Moncrief even popped up with 54. So we spread the rock, and it actually helped us out today. So after that 30-24 win, we now actually have 2 more skill points to upgrade ourselves with. I don't know why that is, but we're going to add 1 to field general and then 1 to strong arm. Our upgrade doesn't actually take us up anything. It's just 1 thoraxy mid, 2 axis short. So that's good. And then, as I say, 1 strong arm as well. Takes us up to 94 overall, 96 with the confidence, plus 2 awareness, plus 1 thoraxy deep. So we're looking good. Ready for the playoffs, hopefully. We are going to breeze to the MVP award, which we are going to have a look at now. Tony Romo still tops that leaderboard as expected. Ezekiel Elliott 2nd. He's having a very good season, but now this is new. Michael Thomas has gone from not being on the board at all to being number 8 overall on the MVP list. Now this could really shake things up because he's the player that's keeping us in most games where he's having 100, 200 yards per game. But having simulated training, let's get into our second game against the Dolphins. So from the looks of where we're starting, it seems that the Dolphins have actually turned the ball over. So our defense makes the stop and we'll hit Olsen underneath on the first play. He gets 15 yards on that one. We'll give the ball to Elliott because he, as I say, we can give him a few carries, but nothing like getting 150, 200 yards like he's had in the past. I've got to rig it so that I make sure I get the MVP award for Romo. There's Michael Thomas on the catch and he gets another 10 yards. We'll throw the ball away. We're being chased all over the shop here. We'll take a few yards on the rushing. 8 yards apparently there. So 3rd and 2. It's zone because there's Olsen for another catch. And we get the first down. And Thomas drops the catch there. Or drops the ball. Must have been a good hit. There's Thomas on the catch again.
That's a big time play by the defense.
3rd and 2, it's Romo.
This play was a big old mess and we're sacked. It's the first time I've seen that play and I've suggested, but we'll take the field goal.
They're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Oh, it's a lovely run from Elliott. Gets 16 on that one. Great run.
On 1st down, Romo. Eluding the pressure right.
We'll hit Thomas over the middle, well, towards the sideline there, and it's our 5th completion of the day.
Still accurately throws a nice pass.
Elliott rightly turned, cut that back, but taken down by his face mask, so it's got us a first down anyway. We're going to go to the Texas play. It worked well against the Giants last week, but we'll see how it does against the Dolphins here. That's better. Olsen taking the middle linebacker for a ride, and Olawale is the guy open over the middle. There's Michael Thomas for the touchdown. I thought he was going to fumble the ball for a second there. So we lead by 10. It looks like we've turned the ball over again from the Dolphins. We have a chance to go 3 scores up now. And there's Thomas open. Their corners are not playing man very well against him. Elliott had a lane, but just only managed to find 2 yards on that. So we go to that play. We look to hit Thomas again, and there he is. Cuts back and gets down to the 10-yard line. So again, we're going to look at hitting Thomas. He's got it again, and he's down at the 1. So I think that's going to be inside the 1. So why not get Romo another rushing touchdown? Romo's close to getting it, but not there. We're going to go again. I think we've got it this time because the gap's a little bigger. And there it is. Touchdown. So we're going to start with Elliott on the ground, but as you can see there, the milestone for Michael Thomas is to get his 125th catch on this drive. So I assume that means that he has 124 right now. Now we tried this against the Giants, but they were in the right coverage to defend this, or at least to defend Thomas, and the Dolphins were as well, but Hearns managed to get open. It's one of our favourite plays now, the Texas play. We'll see who's going to come open out of Olsen and Olawale. It's Olsen, clearly. There we go. And there he has it. Another 10 yards for him as well. There's Moncrief but he drops the ball. I was hoping to get him a catch, but it wasn't to be. Looks like man coverage and a safety blitz. It is, and there's Thomas for another touchdown. So we come back out with 45 seconds on the clock. We currently lead 24-10, so if we can get another field goal or potentially a touchdown, then it's going to look good for us. Olsen is open there on that one. There we go. We'll take the yards by running it. I think we need to get to their 38 really to stand a chance of making the field goal at the end of the half. We're going to hit Olsen, get him to turn upfield, and he gets a few yards there. And hopefully Elliott will come open and get us into field goal range. He will. Or, well, he would have. Give it to Thomas hopefully and get ourselves into field goal range. Well, I mean, 44 yards is close enough for a long attempt. 61 yards it will be. Will it be made? No. And Elliott with another good run. 6 for 44 today. So it's man coverage and Greg Olsen comes open again. Oh wow. I didn't even see that guy coming towards me. I had my eyes downfield and Golden was just there to sack Romo.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football.
We'll hit Olawale over the middle there. It's a great block by Olsen, by the way, there. Takes it down to the 43-yard line to make it 3rd and 1. The Dolphins are clearly not in the right formation for this, but Elliott manages to spring one for another 15 yards there. If we were trying to get Elliott the MVP, we could quite easily do it against this Dolphins team. They have been terrible. Yep, we'll take Olsen down to the 10-yard line. That's Michael Thomas. Oh, Thomas drops the pass there. A slide down at the 1. Even if we have him on their 1, we should be okay. But Romo's in as another rushing touchdown. It's 13th of the season. We haven't run this flanker dig play since the first play of the game, so hopefully it will come open again. And there it is, Thomas open again. As it worked last time, we might as well go back to it. We'll hit Elliott underneath and let him pick up the first down. Hopefully the slants will be on, even though it's zone coverage. It's going to run it up the middle and slide. 9 rushes for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a different stat line for Tony Romo today. Of course, 5 of those attempts were, of course, for about 2 yards because he was sneaking. Oh wow! Awful run from Elliott. Thomas is. Oh, it was Hearns that time who was the primary receiver and drops the pass. He doesn't drop them often, but the coach is saying, let's go for it. So, who am I to argue? I suppose it's risky if we get sacked, but really we shouldn't. There's Thomas with the catch, and we get down to the 25-yard line.
It's not just performance, it's a mental aspect that's going on, because right now he's kept the defense.
We don't run much play action. Well, certainly not as much as we used to. So that's usually why, because my players aren't quick enough to get open, and the offensive line seems to just allow players to get through.
15.
There's Hearns. Takes it down to the 19-yard line. We're going to go for it on 4th down again. We're going to go cowboy double ins. I don't think I've ever used this play before, but we'll soon see if we can get a guy open. And there's Thomas inside the 5-yard line. I want to give Elliott a carry. Hopefully he can get a touchdown.
They come out here in the eye. Now
Elliott runs over the defender down to the 2-yard line. I'm going to go play action waggle. Hopefully Olsen will come open on the crosser to the left. Oh no. It's going to be a pick 6 for the Dolphins. Should have just accepted the sack.
they'll run it now out of the gun.
Ooh. Elliott with a nice spin, but didn't actually get anything out of the play particularly.
When you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast. When you really want to go at a nice slow delivery.
Throw the ball away, because that was completely covered by the defense.
You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, those days is not just West Coast.
There's Moncrief with the catch, and he gets the first down there. So ideally want another passing touchdown from this game, because obviously 2 touchdowns and 1 pick doesn't look particularly good, or I don't think it looks particularly good for what we want to actually have for the season. There's Hearns with the catch, breaks the tackle, but only picks up 3 yards. Hopefully Olsen or Olawale will be available. Or they won't be. Literally, I was holding A to throw to Olsen and just sacked instead. It's ridiculous. My offensive line can't seem to handle anyone's pressure. That's Gallup with the catch. As if. This puts us in a great position to get another score. There's Thomas for another catch.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there?
There's Olsen. It's down at the 1. Do what we've done the past 2 times we've been down at the goal line. We're going to hopefully get a rushing touchdown. Hopefully the guys will block inside and we'll get in. And we're in for our 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. Olsen was wide open on the sideline, or on the drag there, so we'll take that. We'll hit Elliott, and he's not able to get much out of that one. There's Thomas, despite... Oh, I thought he was in. There's Michael Thomas open for another touchdown. So there's 3 passing, 3 rushing for Tony Romo today. And that's going to be the game. We win 45-17. Pushes us to 13-1 on the season now. So we had a very good game again. 399 yards passed for, 78% completion, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rushing, Elliott had 12 carries for 75 yards. Romo had 11 for 37 and 3 touchdowns. So we're definitely giving ourselves the best chance here. But again, Michael Thomas sneaking up that MVP board really. 16 catches for 196 and 3 receiving touchdowns. So all in all, an excellent game from the Cowboys again. So after the Dolphins game, we have another skill point to use. And yeah, we're going to go to field general again. This time we get 1 awareness, 1 accuracy mid, 1 accuracy short, 2 on the run, 1 under pressure. Takes us up to 97 overall with our confidence boost, 95 without, so we're looking good. So a quick look at the NFC standings, and the Bears still sit at 12-2, so week 17's matchup will decide who gets the number 1 seed in the NFC. We clearly have had the better season offensively. They've had a better season defensively. But yes, our records are very similar. The Rams not too far away as well. Stats wise, Tony Romo still leads the NFL in pretty much every category. I mean, Romo has 370 yards more than Lamar Jackson in second. Has the tied most completions and has only had 90 incompletions on the entire season. He also has 44 touchdowns, which means if he gets 3 more in each of the next 2 games, he can hit 50 and do a Patrick Mahomes. Romo still leads the league in interceptions as well, but only by 1 now from Lamar Jackson, who's up to 14 interceptions. He's not had a good couple of weeks this episode. Most rushing touchdowns this season is Tony Romo, jumped from 11 to 14 in the last game. Weekly awards, and for 4 weeks running, it is Tony Romo who has the Offensive Player of the Week, but that's mostly down to the fact that he had 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns this week. Well, you see it there. Tony Romo still leads the league. Elliott is close in second. I actually think the second closest to me should be Michael Thomas. Okay, so that brings an end to Undrafted to MVP episode 12. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any feedback for me, please leave it in a comment below. And if you want to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, including more Undrafted to MVP, then please subscribe, and I will see you next time.